RoseAleta Laurell had her own way of doing things. When she arrived to head the Dr. Eugene Clark Library in Lockhart, Texas, she found a dusty, outdated place that didn't attract the town's children. To change things, RoseAleta needed to raise money. And so she did by spending a week on the library roof. Based on the true story of RoseAleta Laurell's adventure, this tale shows how one woman can inspire a town to action. Librarian on the Roof, a true story by M.G. King, illustrated by Stephen Gilpin. In Lockhart, Texas, stood an old library, the oldest in the whole state. 100 years ago, everyone in town visited the Dr. Eugene Clark Library to check out good books and the latest news. Crowds came to hear bands play and school children sing in front of its giant stained glass window. But over the years, the books grew old and dusty, and people found newer, flashier places to go. The library grew quiet. One day, its creaky doors whooshed open. "Good morning, RoseAleta Laurell," the new librarian in town, arrived with a clatter of heels on the floor and eyelashes as long as bird feathers. Her laugh rattled the stained glass. "Shh!" whispered a library worker. "Don't disturb the readers." "Horse feathers! What readers?" RoseAleta did not whisper. The staff looked around, but couldn't find a reader anywhere. After RoseAleta arrived, the Eugene Clark began to change. New books and magazines arrived. She told funny stories that made the staff laugh. The library was no longer quiet. "Everyone should love coming to the library," said RoseAleta. "The rich, the poor, the farmers, the townsfolks. We're here for grown-ups and for children. By the way, where are the children?" No one knew. That year, RoseAleta planned a Christmas party for the whole town. Wearing the largest hat anyone had ever seen, she led the parade around the square. "What's on your hat?" a little girl asked. "My pet doves," RoseAleta said. "Come visit them in the library." But after the party, the children still didn't come. "The library is for grown-ups," they said. "The children need a place in our library just for them," RoseAleta told her staff. "We need more books, picture books, mystery books, adventure books. We need tables just the right size, comfy chairs, colorful artwork, and computers. Lots of families around here can't afford computers." "Where will we get the money?" the others asked. "I'll write letters and ask for donations, said RoseAleta. RoseAleta wrote plenty of letters to big businesses and important people, but no one sent any money. We could have a bake sale, someone suggested. We need $20,000, and we won't get it selling cookies, said RoseAleta. We need the whole town involved. Here's my plan, but I'll need your help. RoseAleta packed essentials, which included a tent, a bullhorn, a laptop, 2 cell phones, and a slingshot. On a Monday morning, the staff stood outside around RoseAleta. Be safe, RoseAleta. We'll send you anything you need, they promised. When people in the street heard where she was going, they had questions. How will she sleep? What will she eat? What I want to know, exclaimed one little boy, is how she's going to go to the bathroom. RoseAleta turned to him without batting an eyelash. Librarians are very resourceful people, she replied. RoseAleta stepped into the bucket of the electric company truck. Up, 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 50 feet up. She stepped out of the bucket onto the roof. A city official came by, startled to find the town librarian on the roof. He shouted, "Miss Laurel, we paid you to be inside the library, not on top of it. What are you doing?" She pulled out her bullhorn and addressed the gathering crowd. "I will stay on this here roof until we have raised enough money for our children's section." News spread. After school, the children came to see RoseAleta perched there. The other librarian never camped on the roof, they said. RoseAleta launched water balloons with her slingshot while the children danced and played all afternoon on the library steps. In the evening, she blew them kisses and disappeared inside the tent. When the staff returned on Tuesday morning, RoseAleta already sat outside, working on her reports. They put her breakfast in a bucket, and she pulled it up, 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 50 feet up. She ate blueberry muffins while the birds sang in the treetops below. The town official came by again. "RoseAleta, stop this nonsense right now. We are a respectable town. We simply cannot have the librarians falling off of the roof." "Horse feathers! Respectable towns have libraries filled with children." RoseAleta didn't budge. The high school band played and the cheerleaders cheered. Visitors and reporters arrived from everywhere to see Lockhart's daring librarian. The storekeepers and the hotel owners came to thank RoseAleta for bringing them business. They all left donations. The school children sent a pickup truck overflowing with coins they had collected for their library. On Wednesday, an employee called RoseAleta's cell phone. "We just got a check for $10,000. Won't you come down? $10,000 is a lot of money, but it's not enough, said RoseAleta. I never do anything halfway. On Thursday, the sky clouded over and rain began to fall. RoseAleta grew cold and wet, but she still refused to leave the roof. On Friday, it poured down harder. The wind tugged the tent lines. The library staff started to worry. They sloshed out the door and stood in puddles up to their shins. Please come down, they begged. It's getting worse. RoseAleta shook her head and crawled back inside her tent. Saturday afternoon, the sky turned green and the wind shifted. The news stations warned of tornadoes. The whole town of Lockhart feared for their beloved librarian. All night long, great gusts blasted across the roof. RoseAleta held on to the slippery rail with all of her might. On Sunday morning, after the storm, everybody rushed outside. RoseAleta, are you still up there? Of course, she said. A librarian always stays on top of things. You did it, someone yelled. We have over $39,000, all for the children's area of our library. The crowd cheered for RoseAleta. RoseAleta climbed into the electric company bucket. Her clothes dripped and her eyelashes drooped, but she smiled at all who greeted her on her way back down. You mean we did it, she said. The whole town together. Today, if you look through the front window of the Eugene Clark Library, you will see shelves stacked full with children's books and tables and chairs just the right size. You will see artwork on the walls and a row of busy computers. Best of all, you will always find crowds of children who love to read and learn inside the walls of the oldest library in Texas. Hello, friends. I hope you enjoyed our story today. If you did, please click like and share this book with your friends. And don't forget to look for all the other books by Storytime with Lorelei. See you next time. Bye for now.